Welcome to the trailer review for Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, this trailer came out and lots of people are loving it and just adoring to it and reacting to it. And I'm like, man, okay, it's fine. It's a trailer. There's nothing inherently great about it. There's nothing inherently terrible about it. Like, I'll still go see the movie. And I think my biggest issue with that is that the story just doesn't matter to me right now. So I'm gonna go through the good and I'm gonna go through the bad. Let's start off with the bad. Like I mentioned before, the story just doesn't really matter to me. Like when we last seen Peter Parker, he was billions of pieces of dust. Like what happened to that? So seeing him here makes all of that feel like it was for nothing, makes all of it feel just empty and void of any real meaning. Like, and that's my bigger issue with the whole entire Marvel Cinematic Universe and probably with other cinematic universes that haven't grown to the huge level that Marvel has, is that the weight of actions is not there. Like Thanos snapped, half the freaking universe went away. Oh, but we knew all these people were coming back anyway, which makes me mad. In the Avengers Endgame trailer, like, am I really supposed to be feeling bad for Captain America, you know, just brooding in Avengers headquarters and feeling like this has to work? Because if it doesn't work, I have no other plan. It's like, I don't buy it. Like, I know all these characters are coming back. I know so much these characters coming back. You just released a trailer for one of these characters coming back. One of the things I really dislike about this Spider-Man, and I love the character of Spider-Man. Like, I have a new statue of Spider-Man, right? Oh, I don't want to pick it up. Something might drop. But I love Spider-Man. But that's the thing. Like, I don't feel like this Spider-Man. He feels more like Spider-Boy or Iron Boy. Or in this case, he feels like a secret agent of Nick Fury. Like, why does he always need some type of chaperone with him in these movies? Like, Spider-Man is so great to me because he is this young character who stands on his own 2 feet, who has to go through life and all these challenges, and he has to kind of do it himself. He has to figure it out. He does have lots of companions, lots of friends around, but I mean, he doesn't like get a suit from some rich guy. And granted, maybe Nick Fury in this movie isn't going to be as huge of a role as Tony Stark was. I mean, Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. is such a huge box office draw that you kind of force him into that movie. And maybe they want to do that with Nick Fury here. And also, Nick Fury, why is Nick Fury recruiting a high school kid? Like, I know I shouldn't talk. I love Batman. He recruits kids all the time, but he's a vigilante. He doesn't work for the government. I mean, I don't know if Nick Fury's working out in any way, you know, shut down and everything. Anyway, but why is Nick Fury recruiting him? And also, one of my issues with this is that you kind of see the story developing here. So in it, you see like Hydro Man and Sandman, although as everyone is guessing, that's not really them. It's just Mysterio placing visions of him all around. And clearly Mysterio is trying to be a fake superhero. Like, he probably wants all the fame and adoration that comes with it, and he just wants to fake his way there. And so he creates these enemies and these villains up, which is why when Peter interrupts him, he says, like, this is none of your business, kid. And he has his whole suit and he wants to look like and emulate all these other heroes like Iron Man and Thor and Doctor Strange. As you can see, it looks like using Doctor Strange's magical like insignias and everything. So then I'm assuming that Peter Parker is going to stop him and everyone will see that he's a phony, and he wants to get back at Spider-Man for outing him as a phony. Like, I hope that's not the plot, because I've seen that plot done plenty of times where the villain is mad at the hero for just doing their job, like in Batman Forever, like in Iron Man 3. Like, don't like any of those movies. That's not good villain motivation to me. So hopefully they don't lean too far into that. And knowing Jake Gyllenhaal, he's a great actor, so maybe he wouldn't choose a role like that. So I'm still holding out hope that this Mysterio storyline goes into something a little bit more creative and a little bit more character driven. So anyway, let's go into some things that I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the character interaction with everyone. I mean, Happy has a great interaction with Aunt May. Peter, of course, has a great interaction with everyone. Nick Fury, that's still good. With Peter Parker, it reminds me a lot of the Ultimate Spider-Man, where Nick Fury would come in and hang out with Peter Parker. Like, just that, you got this, you know, it's like good cop, bad cop. You got this very strong, edgy older man and this younger kid who probably talks a lot. So that was done really well. Also, I'm really loving the MJ relationship growing and just love their little banter with each other of him saying that, oh, you're pretty. And she's saying like, oh, this, so that gives me value. And she calls him pretty. Like, that's just really sweet. And the comedy in this is done fantastic so far. It looks like there's, I laughed at a lot of different scenes just from the small trailer. I mean, it was a great end scene, I think, at there where Flash is saying that he really respects Spider-Man. And then Tom Holland or Peter Parker walks in the room and says, hey, dickweed. And that was just hilarious. It was just contradicts each other. Also, where do people call each other dickweeds as an insult? Like, I never heard that before. It reminds me of Man of Steel when that little kid, whoever it was, the redhead kid, called Clark Dick Splash. I'm like, who is coming up with this lingo? Like, are they directors so out of touch? They don't know how kids talk to each other nowadays. But anyway, sincerely, thank you for watching. I'm out.